Welcome to the Neg Entropy Chronicles. I'm back with another video, but before we get started, remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell to say all is free and help your boy out. All right, let's get to it. So, stop redefining words. And what I mean by this is purely the idea of phobia. Now, if we look up the meaning of phobia, it is an extreme or irrational fear or aversion to something. He had a phobia about being underwater, right? Now that's from the Merriam-Webster dictionary that's been around since the 1800s. But for some reason, nowadays we have this idea that we can just change around definitions when we deem it necessary just to make our argument sound better. And one of those things is fat phobia. I didn't know this thing was a thing until probably a couple weeks ago doing my research, looking at how people function, and they take personal preference to, I don't like bigger women for whatever reason. But because those men are able to say that, they now say that's fat phobia, right? And that's just one of the words because I like big girls, but I have a limit to the weight that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? So am I fat phobic when I say, okay, you can't be past this weight? No, it's just a personal preference. I.e. like Boosie. People say that has a phobia towards that group, and it's not really that. He just don't agree with the ideology behind it. Men who won't date trans are deemed transphobic. Makes zero sense to me. I don't understand how any of these things come to a phobia. No one's afraid of these people. They're just like, hey, I'm good. Live how you want to live. That's just not my preference. I mean, what if people walked around and started saying, oh, you're heterophobic?
No!
You're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Because none of it does. Until you actually see what a phobia is, like people who are afraid of spiders, snakes, things like that, those are real phobias. But to say, they're not my type, somehow that's a phobia. That's the insanity in which we live in today. Everybody wants to throw around words and people just accept them. Like, no, stop redefining words. We're not going to just accept anything that you throw out. But because one person does it, multiple people do it. It's almost like a form of social engineering, or social programming. I just see it every day now. It's just insane. Somebody drops a new word, a bunch of people jump on it. You get what I'm saying? Like the idea that I can be afraid of something because I don't want to do it. That doesn't make sense. Like, I choose not to do it. Doesn't mean that I'm afraid of it. Sometimes it makes my head hurt, And that's why we got to start bringing back peaceful aspects of things. This is just pure chaos. That true explanation of entropy. This is what's happening in the world. People are just saying things and they're starting to stick in places that they shouldn't. That stuff should be bouncing off the wall. But for some reason it sticks. And people want to take that and adapt that ideology. And just sometimes it's like, all right, man, chill, stop. This makes zero sense. Let's just look at the meaning for what it is and stop trying to make it something else. Instead of letting people just say whatever and be like, well, you can be whatever you want to be. No, I'm not 6 feet and I never will be. Period. That's just how it is. We got to stop this nonsense. Stop redefining words. Leave it as its original definition, because the moment you start tweaking and messing with stuff, you can tweak and mess with whatever you want to try to make it something that fits you, and that's wrong still. But because you're able to maneuver it, people are going to be like, well, they're right, when they never were. That's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.